session. Today's session is going to majorly cover three topics, that is objectives of management, importance of management, and management as an art. So objectives of management, what are the different objectives of every organization, of every management? Objective basically means the aim, why management exists in the market. Importance, why management is important, and management as an art. So when I talk about management as an art, the last topic talks about the nature of management. Nature of management, wherein we say that management might have three different natures. It can be an art, it can be a science. Management as art, science, and one more we have as profession. So there is different nature of management, out of which we are going to cover the first one, that is management as an art. So these are the three important topics which we are going to cover in today's session. So first of all, we are going to start with the objectives of management. Wherever there is any doubt, anything not understood, anything is not clear, or if you feel that you need break for 5-10 minutes, then that is also fine, but let me know. Okay, be free in the session. As I always keep on telling this, whatever you need to talk, whatever you feel, you can share it with me without any hesitations. Whenever you need break, you feel that no, I need 5-10 minutes break, I need to get refreshed, let me know that also freely. Fine. Coming up towards the objectives of management. So can you all tell me what are the objectives of management? What do the management aim for? Or why do it exist in the market? Can anybody tell me? Any manager, any management, any organization, what is the basic objective of it? There might be some kind of objective, right? If I want to start my business, if I want to start my organization, I will not just like that randomly start it just because I feel like doing it. There might be some objective, there might be some aim of mine to start the business or start the organization. So tell me what can be my objective or what can be my aim to start the business or start the organization. Anyone? Very important part from here, questions are expected. Descriptive questions especially. Come on students, please answer. Even if it is wrong, it doesn't matter. Whatever you all feel you can say. Objectives. What might be the objective of management? I'm telling you that every management, every organization has some or the other kind of motives, some kind of objective to start the organization, right? No organization will just randomly start its organization. Randomly, I will not start my business. I might be having some kind of objective behind starting my business. So what can those objectives be? What do you all feel?
For an effective control and maybe decision making.
Hmm. Okay. Control and decision making can be one of the objective. Then very famous maximum total. Yes, profit can be the objective. Why will I enter the business? Why will I start my business? One of the objective can be a profit. Now maximum people here feel that the objective of the organization is just to earn profit. But let me clear this, that this is not the case. Apart from profit, there are also other things which the organization aims for or organization has objectives for. So let us see one by one. There are three different objectives every management will aim for. First, organizational objective. Second, social objective. And third, personal objective. So objectives of management can be divided into three different forms: organizational objective, social objective, and personal objective. So first, roughly I will tell you what does that mean, and then we will go to the slides one by one. Organizational objectives means aims or plans or objectives for the whole organization. Social objectives means aims and plans for the society. And personal objective means the objective at individual level. Now tell me, why would you want to join a firm, or why would you want to start your business? Or say suppose when you grow older, when you grow big, you all want to do job, you all want to join the organization for working, you all want to become an employee. Why will you become an employee? Why will you become an employee? You don't need money for survival.
To make money.
Yes, right. To make money. That will come under individual motive, yeah, personal objective. So that is why we say that every management aims for three things: organizational objective, social objective, and personal objectives. Out of which the first one is organizational objective. So first thing what we'll talk about is the objective, the goal of the organization. So these objectives will aim at prosperity and growth of the organization. So organizational objectives is thinking just about the organization. How can we grow the organization? How can we expand the organization? We are not going to think about anybody else apart from our organization. We are not concerned or bothered even about our employees. Here we are just bothered about the aim of our organization. How can we grow them? How can we expand our organization? How can we develop our organization? That is the only objective here. And that is what is called as organizational objective. Then it also says that management is responsible for setting and achieving objectives for the organization. So now whose responsibility it is to set the objectives and achieve those objectives? It is the responsibility of the management. Management has to first of all set the objectives of the organization, set the aim of organization, and it is also the responsibility of the management to check or to look whether those objectives are being achieved or not. So if we talk about organizational objective are basically the objective for organization, the aim of organization, that how can we expand it, how can we grow it, how can we develop it. That is related to objective of organization. And management is responsible to set the objective as well as to keep a check whether we are achieving those objectives or not. That is the first thing. Then they say manager strives to develop and achieve variety of objectives in all the departments of the organization. So again, management is responsible to look after the each and every department, that whether, see, every department will have its own objective. Ultimately, companies or the entire organization's objective or goal is one. But if we talk about departmental wise, then every department will have different objective. Finance departments means what? Finance department we have sales department, we have marketing department, we have advertising department, These are the few different kind of departments which are present in the organization. Now every department might have different aims or different objectives, but together when they are coming together, their goal is the same goal. The entire organization's goal is the same. Departmental level, the objectives can be different, but when we talk about the entire organization, its objective is going to be the same. So these all the other departments will make sure to reach or achieve these objective of the company. So this is what it is telling. Then they are saying there are various important organizational objectives of management. Now the different types of organizational objectives of management. First, survival, profit, growth. Every organization aims for three things. Whenever we talk about the organizational objective of the company, it aims for three things. Survival, that means to survive in the market. Profit, that means to earn profit. And lastly comes the growth, to grow in the market. Now tell me, what do we understand by the term profit? What is profit? Can anybody tell me? Not a new word for us. 11th standard also we have studied profit. Same thing here also, it is going to be there. The meaning is not going to change. So what do we understand by the term profit? Nobody knows what is profit. Come on, students.
A reward given for doing work.
Very good. Reward given for doing some kind of work. That is called as profit. When tell me then, what is the difference between income and profit? My God, basics, students.
Income is the revenue that you get from your activity.
Okay. See, students, profit means what? In a very simple language, companies do investment, organizations do investment, right? The organization does not start flourishing on the spot on first day. It does some kind of investment on machineries, investment on plant, investment on land, building, raw materials and all. So say suppose it invested 100 rupees. After investing 100 rupees, they are generating the revenue of 200 rupees. So the extra 100 rupees which the company is generating is nothing but profit. In a very simple language, if I tell you what is profit, then this is only the profit is. When your returns are more than your investment. Fine. So every organization has three different objectives. First, to survive in the economy. Second, to incur or earn profit. And third, to grow. Grow means how do they grow? How we will understand the organization is growing? Any idea? How can I say that the organization is growing?
Because there is an excess of 100 in my investment.
Okay. I can say or I can identify that my organization is growing once I can say that, okay, my profit generation has increased. My product line is going to get differentiated. Product line means what? When I started my business, I used to deal with only chocolates. I used to manufacture chocolates. But after some period of time, when my profit got increased. Now I started manufacturing milk also. So earlier I was engaged in only one product, that is chocolate, but now I am engaged in another product, that is milk. So that is how I can see the growth of my organization. So every organization's objective is to survive, earn profit, and to grow. Very important. So each of these three is given, the different meaning is given for it. First, survival. Basic purpose of every organization is to survive and exist in the competitive market for longer time by covering its cost. So the basic and the foremost purpose of every organization is to survive in the market for longer period of time. How can they do this? They can do this if they are able to cover their cost. What is cost? They can do it if they are able to cover their cost. What is cost? Eleventh standard economics. We have studied theory of production and cost. What is cost? First of all, objective of the organization is to survive. How can survive a longer period of time in the market? It can only survive in the market by covering its cost. So what is cost? Simple.
Money incurred for production.
Money incurred for production. Very good. Expense which the producer is incurring on the production of goods and services is called as cost. Now for say suppose I have invested 100 rupees in producing the goods, but in return I am getting only 80 rupees or 90 rupees or 85 rupees. That means I am not able to cover the cost, and when this keeps on continuing for a longer period of time, then after a certain period of time there will be a stage wherein I will start going in loss and consistently if I go in loss, then finally one day my company, my organization will get shut down or closed. So first objective of organization is to survive in the market. Listen very carefully. It's very simple to understand. It's just that you have to concentrate and listen to it. First of all, we said the objectives of management, wherein we said there are three objectives of management: organizational, social, and personal, out of which we started the first one, that is organizational objective. Organizational objective means the objective of the organization as to expand, to grow, to develop. And to do so, the three major objectives of every organization is to survive, profit, and growth. First is survival. Every organization wants to survive in the market for a longer period of time. And how can they survive in the market? They can survive in the market if they are able to cover their cost, their investment. If they are able to do so, they can be surviving in the market for a longer period of time. Can anybody give me one example, one live, practical life example that which company is surviving for a longer period of time? Come on. Think and give me the example.
Tata.
Tata. Okay. Anybody else who wants to give their opinion as well? Can I? Huh. Parle-G biscuits. They are still there. Everybody know Parle-G biscuit? Yes, Samsung. Okay.
Infosys.
Sorry.
Infosys.
Okay. Infosys. Fine. Very good. All of these things are the examples or which shows that there are many organizations who are surviving in the market for a longer period of time, and they are able to do so by covering its cost. Since they are able to cover its cost, they are completely able to exist in the market. Next objective comes is the profit. So the most important objective for every organization is to have profit. Profit is essential for survival, growth, and expansion of business. Profit is nothing but the reward for every businessman who is bearing risk or who is taking lots of risk. This we are studying from class 11th in accountancy, economics, and BSc. Businessmen or the entrepreneurs, what are the returns of entrepreneurs? That is profit. Because they are going through lots of risk, it is their returns to have their profit. And profit is very important to survive, to grow, and to expand the business. So you can say first and the foremost objective of every organization is to earn profit. With that profit amount, with that profitable money, they can expand, they can grow, and they can develop, and they can survive in the market. So profit is the base for all the other objectives of organization. And third comes is growth, to grow. So business should be growing and expanding on a regular basis. If it is stagnant, then it is very difficult for the business to earn more profit. It becomes stagnant. Okay, that should not be the case with any business. The success of any organization is measured by growth, and growth is measured in terms of number of branches, number of employees, number of products, etc. So they say that every organization should grow. And when we talk about the growth of organization, it can be measured by terms of number of branches. For say suppose I have opened my hotel. Okay, I have my own restaurant. Now I have opened that restaurant in Mumbai. And I have 10 waiters working for me. I am not taking any other things, raw materials, chefs and all. I am just taking one particular variable, one particular example, that is 10 waiters. So I have a restaurant in Mumbai wherein 10 waiters are working for me. After a year or after 2 years, I open my another branch in Kerala. There also I have 10 waiters who are working for me. Now my Mumbai branch is becoming very famous and there are lots of people who are coming at my restaurant to have food. So now there is lots of crowd at my restaurant, so I need more waiters to work for me. So I have hired 20 waiters more to work for me. So now this is showing what? This is showing, if I present it graphically, then this is showing growth of my organization. My graph is straight line upward. It is showing that how I am growing. And how can I measure it? By looking at the number of branches which I have opened in other localities, as well as I have increased the number of employees. Earlier, I had only 10 waiters working for me in Mumbai. Now there are 20 workers who are working for me. Same way in Kerala, I had 10 waiters working for me. Now I need 15 more workers to work for me because I have that much of demand and crowd in Kerala. So this is what it is depicting. It is depicting that how my organization is growing. So three most important things for every organization is to survive and grow. Survival can be done only if the organization is able to cover its costs. Profit is the returns which the entrepreneur gets, and with the help of profit, every organization can survive, grow, and develop and expand. And last comes is growth of the organization. Growth of the organization is very important, and it can be measured by the number of employees, number of branches you have, number of products. Number of products means earlier I was busy in a restaurant only. Now I have opened my own cafeteria for coffee or coffee shop. So that means now I have two products. One restaurant and another one is coffee shop. So that will also show that my organization is growing. Fine. So that it is it clear about organizational objective till here? I will just represent it in a flowchart format. Just go see objectives. When talking about objectives, till here only I will tell you there are three objectives for every organization. Organizational objective, social objective, and personal objective. You all also can represent such graph or a chart kind of a thing for your easy reference. Again, organizational objective gets divided into three parts. What are those three parts? Survival, profit, and growth. Survival can be understood how much the cost is being covered from that. Profit is the returns of the business. Profit will help to survive, grow, expand, and develop. Growth is depicted by the number of employees, number of branches, number of products. Fine. For your easy reference, I have represented this chart. Now, as and when we go further, you all can just keep on adding. Again, under social, we are going to see few things, so you all can add that. Then again, under personal, we are going to see few things that also can be added. And you all can just put points like this, pointers like this, so that when you are revising or when you want to study, it becomes very easy for you to study. See students, as I said in the previous class also, now no more you can mug up the concepts or memorize it. What you have to do is you have to understand and learn everything in a pointers format and then just elaborate it in your own words. That is going to help you a lot. If you try to mug up or learn the sentences from the given book or from notes, then it would become very difficult for you to write the answers for business studies. So make such kind of pointers, shortcuts to do the to remember the points, and then just elaborate it in your own sentence. Now next comes is the social objective. What do we understand by the term social objective? So these are the objectives of the organization towards the benefit of the society. Now first of all, tell me why organization needs to give the benefit to the society.
For a good reputation.
Hmm?
For a reputation.
Okay. Good. Anything else? Anybody else who wants to add on to anything?
No.
Hmm.
Not everyone can afford money. Like, when private companies they take a lot of money, so social like, services companies they give for cheaper.
Okay. Very good. See, this basically big red color circle is your country. Country is only called as society. Okay. And in this big country, there is your small business, which is presented in the pink color. This is your business. Now, business is there right in between your country. Your country or your surroundings is giving a complete support to your business. From where you are going to hire your employees? From your surroundings. From where you are going to take raw materials? From your surroundings. With whom you are going to compete? With your competitors. So all of them are the part of society. In a way, you are taking a favor kind of a thing from the society. So, since you are taking a favor kind of a thing from the society, you will have to give them returns. Basically, society is allowing you or giving you permission to exist in between of the place wherever you are existing. Society is allowing that. If at all, say suppose there is one business situated in one place, and all the other people who are living around that, they will say that no, no, we don't want this business, please shut down, close it. Then what will happen? You will have to close your business, quite obvious, because majority wins. So every business is given permission by the society. Government is also the part of society. So all the society, entire society gives you the permission and let you stay and do your production of goods and services. So basically, they are doing good for you. They are giving you permission for doing so. So in return, you will also have to do something for them. What you can do? You can provide job opportunities to them. You can employ hire people from the society. Then you can produce the goods and services to the consumers. Quality products. What is the responsibility of the business? To provide quality goods, to provide affordable goods. Anything else? What do we expect from the business to have? What kind of goods and services to be provided? For one, to quality, I said already. One is reasonable price or affordable price. What else? Anything else? What do you all expect from the goods which you are getting from the market? It should be quality. It should have good quality. It should be affordable. Reasonable price should be there. What else? Nothing. Don't expect. What kind of goods expected? Fine. So basically, we are doing good to the business, and that is why it is the responsibility of the business to provide society with some good things. For example, if you, I don't know if you all are aware of it or not, but every organization has to pay CSR. Certain amount from their profit they have to pay, like 2% of their profit or 3% of their profit they have to pay as CSR. CSR is nothing but corporate social responsibility. Corporate social responsibility. It is the responsibility of the companies, of the corporates, to take care of their society, do not harm the environment, sustainable development, quality products, reasonable products. All of these things are the responsibility of the business, which they have to contribute in the society from their total profit. That is called as CSR. This will study in depth, in detail in further chapters, but as of for now, I just give you an idea, a clear idea what exactly CSR is. Fine, so every organization has some kind of responsibility towards the society. So they earn by using the resources. Now see, they are telling you why it is the responsibility of the business towards the society. So they earn by using the resources of the society. So they must also do something for the society. They, as I said, that we are existing in between of the society, and society is providing us with lots of help and lots of information and lots of things. So in return, we should also give them something. So that what all things will you give? Different things, different ways you will benefit them. Now the major social objectives of the organization are, now what are the major social objectives? What a business should give to the society? Following are the things. First, supply of quality products with reasonable price. So the 2 points which I had made 2 points, they have combined it in 1 point over here. What do they say? First thing which organization should provide to the society is quality product with reasonable price. It is up to you. If you want to break it into 2 points, you can do that also. If you want to write it in 1 point, then that is also fine. Second, protection of environment. Yes, very important, environment protection. If the business is doing any kind of production of goods and services, then it completely needs to take care of the environment. It is not supposed to hamper our environment. So that is very important. Third, generation of employment opportunities. Very important. So what did I say? Who gives you employment opportunity? Business. If there is no business, nobody will get the job, right? If today I start my own business, then what I will need? I will need people. I will need people to work for me. So of course, I am going to generate employment opportunities in the society. I am going to ask the people to come and work for me. In return, I will pay them for their services provided to me. So that what I am doing, I am generating employment. So more the business, more the employment generation. Less the business, less the employment generation. So this is also one of the things. Then conducting business in lawful manner. Yes. Businessmen or entrepreneurs are expected to conduct the business legally in a lawful manner. They are not supposed to break any laws or do any kind of illegal activities. Providing basic amenities like schools. So again, it is expected out of business to provide or construct schools. Also, it is expected out of business to share small percentage of their profit with in donation for charitable trust. So these are all the things which is expected out of business for the society. So these are the things which are expected as under social objective of the business. Fine. 5 points. If I have broken out it into different points, so it becomes 6. Completely up to you. If you want to write the 5 points, that's fine. 6 points, that is also fine. Last objective is personal objective. Now, personal objective means what? Every individual who is working in the organization has its own objective, and these individuals are nothing but the employees. So every employee has its own objective. Now, why am I working in the organization? One, it could be because of earning money. Second, I want to do shopping. Third, I want to do a world tour. Fourth, I want to buy a house. Fifth, I want to buy a car. So these are my personal objectives why I am working in the organization as an employee. Same way, your expectations or your need can be different. You will work to earn salary, to earn income, and then spend it on books. Then you might want to purchase a laptop, you do shopping. So your objectives can be different, my objectives can be different. Because as a person, I am different person, you are a different person. So every employee working in the organization has their own personal objective. Here they will not think about the organization, they will think about themselves. So when I join an organization, I will be definitely having some or the other personal objective, where I will not think about the organization, I will think about myself for earning money. Why do what personal objective do I have? I have a personal objective of earning money. Why I need money? To go for shopping, to do a world tour, to buy a laptop, to buy books. This can be my objectives. So likewise, in an organization, every individual has their own objectives. So personal or individual objectives, the employees of organization, as employees are the most important resource of any organization. If you all remember, in the last class also we said employees or human resource are called as an asset of the organization because they are the most crucial or important part of organization. Now again we have few objectives, individual personal objectives. So what can be the personal objectives? First, financial needs. So as I said, income or salary, it can be the first need, personal objective need. Second, promotion, training, personal growth and development. Second personal objective can be to get promoted to the next position, get new kind of trainings, understand or learn new skills, new softwares, to grow ourselves, to develop ourselves. See, when we join an organization, and now I am talking as from the perspective of an employee, you will not understand right now, but yes, someday surely you will also understand, and now also you can get a rough idea. every employee join the organization, and before joining the organization, these are the few objectives which he will keep in mind. First, to earn money, to earn income, to get salary. Second, I want good promotion. I want to get promoted to the next position. For say, suppose right now I am an assistant manager. After a year or so, I want to become a manager. That means I have gotten promoted. So that I want proper training. I want to personally grow myself, develop myself, improve my skills, improve my potentials. So this can be of the objective. Peer recognition, self-respect for colleagues. Peer recognition means my friends, my colleagues which are working with me, they all should also they should also reward me. They should also compliment me, give their opinions, and my self-respect is also very important. So that should also be there. Then good and healthy working conditions for safety of employees. So the working conditions should be very good. Every individual, every employee has these. I feel that the place where he is working should be very good. It should be hygienic. It should be healthy and safe for me to work. So these are the few personal level objectives which every individual or which every employee of the organization thinks of. Workers may lose interest in work if their objectives are neglected. If any of these things are neglected or is isolated or is removed, then there are chances that the employee will feel demotivated and he might lose his interest in job. So these were the objectives of management. Objectives of management. Quickly I will revise. It gets divided into three parts: social objective, personal objective, and organizational objective. Organizational objectives has three different parts. That is your what you all can revise. Organizational objectives. Three important things of every organization: survival, profit, and growth. Fine. Then comes the social objective. Social objective is the responsibility of the management towards the society, the responsibility of business towards the society, providing quality products, reasonable price, environment friendly, all of these things. And lastly comes the personal objectives. That means the objective of every individual which is working in the organization. So their objective can be financial needs, good working condition, promotion, training, development, and so on. Any doubts still here? We started with the first topic, objectives of management. We have completed it. Any doubts still here, or shall I start with the next topic? Okay, since you all are saying nothing, I will assume that you all have understood everything. That is fine? Okay. Okay. Gokul says no doubts. Perfect. Fine. Next starts is the importance of management. Why management is important. First is management helps in achieving group goals. So earlier also I said there can be two types of goals. When talking about goals, it can be of two types. It can be an individual goal. It can be a organizational goal. Organizational group goal or individual goal. So individual goal means the one person goal, the individual employees goal. Organizational group goal means the goal of the entire group, the entire organization. Fine. So goal of the organization can be divided into two parts. It can be an individual goal, it can be a group goal. Talking about individual goal, that is the goal of an individual person, individual employee. But group goal means the goal of the entire organization as a group. So management is required not for itself, but for achieving the goals of organization. Task of a manager is to give a common direction to the individual effort in achieving the overall goal of the organization. So here if they say management is required for achieving the goals of the organization, and again now it is the responsibility of the manager to give the tasks or assign the duties to each and every individual and ask them to contribute towards that common goal. Second, management increases efficiency. So they say that management increases efficiency. If we are not managing the things, then it might lead to the disutilization of resources, or it might reduce the efficiency. For say suppose we will take an example that there was one car over here. Again, please ignore my drawing. One car over here and one boy called as Ram, and we have given him one bucket of water. Now what does Ram do? Ram will take little bit of water. He will first of all organize in the car. Then he will see that what all areas are more dusted or more bad as compared to other areas. He will compare that. He will check the entire car. Then he will start making use of water in a very small proportion. And at the end, what will happen? He only half a bucket he has used, half of a bucket is remaining. That will show his efficiency, that he was such an efficient person to clean the car. But same way, same thing Sham does. What does Sham do? Sham doesn't know anything about cleaning. He does not know how to clean, what is the process, what is the step. He does not know anything about it. What he will do, he will just take one bucket of water and pour it on the car. The entire bucket of the water, he will pour it just like that on car, and then he will find out that nothing has been cleaned. Every dust is like that. So here, what it is? Inefficiency. So Ram had done proper management. He properly managed everything. He properly step by step saw everything and then started cleaning the car. But what did Sham do? Sham did nothing and just took the bucket of water and poured it on the car. That means wastage of resource. And nothing happened also. No cleaning process happened of the car. So this is what it is. If you do proper management, if you do good management, it will increase your efficiency. But if you don't do any kind of management, then it will not increase your efficiency. Take your example. If you are entering into the kitchen and cooking for the first time, so first what you will do? You will decide what to cook. Then you will decide the ingredients. Then you will decide the quantity. Then you will start preparing or cooking the food. But what if you don't do all of these steps? You don't follow all this process. You just enter into the kitchen on the gas and just pour every ingredient just like that only. It is going to do the wastage of resources. No efficiency in that. Even if that dish becomes tastier, then also no efficiency will be seen in that. It might be, you can say, roughly effective but not efficient. So if you do proper management, if you do proper follow steps, processes, then there are chances that your management, due to management, your efficiency will increase. But if you don't do so, then you are not an efficient employee. So the aim of a manager is to reduce cost. Likewise, what is the aim of the manager? Every manager should aim to reduce its cost of production and increase productivity through better planning, organizing, directing, staffing, controlling the activities of organization. So basically, every manager should make use of functions of management, that is planning, organizing, directing, staffing and controlling of the organization. Using these functions of management, every manager should try to reduce the cost and in return try to increase the productivity or efficiency. For say suppose earlier management has to invest 100 rupees and used to produce 5 chocolates. But now the manager is very smart. He is managing everything so well. He is making use of all the functions of management like planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling, that now with the cost of 100 rupees, he is producing 7 units of chocolate or 7 chocolates. Which shows what? Which shows his efficiency. With the same amount of cost, he is able to produce more. Why? Because of his proper management skills, because of his proper management of functions, of all the important functions of management. That is planning, organizing, staffing, directing and control. So this is what management will increase this is how management will increase the efficiency. Third importance, management creates a dynamic organization. We know management as a characteristic or as a feature of management, that management is a dynamic process. Management is dynamic in nature. So it is saying that it will create a dynamic organization. How? So all organizations must function in an environment which is constantly changing. It's not must, but it is happening. Every organization works in a dynamic environment, right? Environment keeps on changing. Environment is in dynamic in nature. It is not static in nature. When we say dynamic in nature, means it keeps on changing constantly on a continuous basis. It will never remain constant or it will never remain same. So every organization should have a habit of changing environment and accepting that change, adapting that change. If it does not adapt that change, then there are possibilities that it will not survive in the market for a longer period of time. So all organizations must function in the environment which constantly keeps on changing. And you have to adapt those change. And in any organization, there are chances when employees must move from one place to another. Of course, we do the transfer of employees from one place to another. Say, suppose I have one branch of my company in Mumbai and another branch is in Kerala. Then I will say that in Kerala, my resources are lacking or I don't have enough of employees. So what I will do, I will shift my employees of Mumbai to Kerala. So this happens. We do make the transfer of employees. So management helps people adapt to this change so that organization can maintain its competitive edge. Now all these things can be done if there is a proper management. Now when my person is going from Mumbai to Kerala, if the manager of the Kerala is very good, he will quickly make the person very comfortable in that area. Because see, he is going from Mumbai to Kerala, he is changing his surroundings, his people, everything is changing. So it is the responsibility of the manager to do the proper management, proper things, so that the new person can also adapt to that change. So that is why we say that management is a dynamic process. It will bring lots of changes in environment, in organization, in the lives of people, everywhere. So management helps in achieving personal objectives. Recently we discussed what are personal objectives, right? We saw what are personal objectives. Personal objective is can be earning a financial needs, earning income or a salary. Then your training, development, all of these are the personal objectives. Now they are saying through proper management, you can achieve your personal objectives or individual objectives. How? So it is important for management to motivate and have proper leadership towards their employees. Yes, very important. Every manager should have a proper good leadership quality in himself. If there is no good leadership quality, he cannot run the management properly. He himself should be disciplined, well-mannered and keep on motivating his employees, his team members to work hard. So manager will motivate and lead his team in such a manner that individual members can achieve personal goals and organizational goals. Say suppose now A and B are working and here is the manager. A and B are working at the same position. Same money, same position, same post, everything is same. But A is very hardworking, so this manager promotes A. Promotes in the sense, promotes his position as well as his money also. Increases money also. So by looking at this, B will feel motivated. B will say, okay, now A has promoted because earlier I was working at the same position with A, same money, same position, everything was same. But I feel A is more hardworking than me. So what should I do? I should also increase my hard working. I should also increase my efforts. So I might also get the promotion. So this is how the manager needs to motivate. And then after a certain period of time, B will feel motivated. We will work hard, and finally he will also get promoted. And promotion is one of the part of personal objective. That is what is happening with B. So if there is a good management, proper management, then it will help you to achieve both your personal goals as well as your organizational goals. Next, it says management helps in the development of the society. How management will help you in the development of the society? So, it will help in the development of the organization, and through it helps in the development of the society. It will help to provide good quality products and services, create employment opportunities, and many other things. So, as I said, this is nothing but your social objective point. And previous one was nothing but your personal objective point. See, that is why you learn one concept now, it is going to make you beneficial, or it is beneficial at multiple places, because you can use that concept at multiple places. So see here, the objectives you already studied, and 2 to 3 points are the same as what we studied under objectives. So, management will help to achieve societal objectives or social objectives. That we know how. By providing goods and quality goods and services, affordable goods and services, protecting environment, creating job opportunities, and so on. So that is what the same here also. Fine. Till here, any doubts? We saw the objectives of management, then we saw the importance of management. Any doubt till here? No doubts? No doubts. Okay. Now one last part is remaining, that is management as an art. So before going further, let us take 5 to 10 minutes break. Then we will be back. By 7:24. I want everyone here. It's 7:14 now. By 7:24, that means 10 minutes break, and then I want everyone here. Okay, everyone back? Enough of break, I guess. 10 minutes is fine for us. Yes? Okay. Okay. So we'll just start. Management as an art. Now, first of all, what we are going to do is we are going to understand the nature of management. So, first of all, we have said that manager is something like art. Now, can anybody tell me what is art, or what do we understand by the term art? Art. What is art? Very easy and simple word. What is the word for us? Art means basically, can I say everybody has its own art? Now, there is a possibility that I might be good in dancing, but Mridula might be good in singing. So, Mridula's art is singing, but my art is dancing. Everybody's art is different. Every person's art is different. Some can be good in music, some can be good in drawing, some can be good in skating, some can be good in reading. So everybody has different art. It's not that everyone will have same kind of art. At times it is possible also, but still it is said that art is different. See why it's different. Say for suppose we all are performing for a group dance. Okay, Mridula, me, Sayukta are preparing for a group dance. Now, three of us are preparing for a group dance. Now our choreographer has given us one step. We all three are going to perform that step. But if you will notice, all of our three steps could be of a three different kinds. Some would give more good facial expression. Someone's body movements would be more graceful. Somebody would be less flexible and can't stretch the body more. So likewise, the same step is performed in different ways by different people. It cannot be exactly same by people, two different people or three different people, right? That is what art is. If everybody has its own speciality, own art, own likings, and own ways of doing that. So that is art. So firstly, we are comparing management as an art. Now why? So every organization has different manager, right? Every organization has different manager. Every management and every manager will have their own way to work in the organization, right? If there is two organization per se, suppose ABC organization and XYZ organization, the manager of ABC organization will work in a different way and the manager of XYZ will work in a different way, of course, because they are two different persons. They cannot work in exactly same way. Both of them has their own ways to work, own way to assign work, own way to do the filings, do the documentation, would be of their own way. So this is what happens, and that is why we say somewhat management is like an art only. How art differs from person to person, people to people, likewise management also differ to person, organization to organization. So let us go further. Art is nothing but skillful personal application of existing knowledge to achieve desired results. Existing knowledge, art, what it is. You have, though that you have already, you just have to present it. So while presenting it, it would be, the presentation would be different of different person. Now in your school also, if teacher give you any project, for say suppose in a class there are 20 students, but the topic of the project is same for all. Topic is same for all. Now each 20 student will make different projects, right? The handwriting would be different, pictures used would be different, representation would be different, content written in the project would be different. Why is this happening? Because each person is individual, each individual is different. So every individual have their own thoughts, own view of points. So that is what they are saying. Art might be same for everyone. The given task might be same for everyone, but the presentation style of everyone depends on person to person. So it can be acquired through study, observation, and experience. So art can be understood by doing the study of it, because many classical dancers have to study the notes, do the study also. Since they are dancers, that does not mean that they only have to dance, they have to study the beats also. Likewise, singers also study the notes of songs, sa re ga ma pa. Likewise, they can study, they can observe, they can experience. Now, let us see the features of art. First of all, we will see the features of art, and then we will try to compare it with the features of management. So, first, existence of theoretical knowledge. So, every art needs some or the other kind of knowledge. So, experts in their respective areas have derived certain basic principles which are applicable to particular form of art. Example, literature on dancing, public speaking, acting, music, and so on. So now I am a professional dancer. I am a Bharatanatyam professional dancer, but Mridula is not. So when I do the step, it might be possible that Mridula can do that step, but the facial expression, the way of presenting that step, the body flexibility might be different of mine as well as Mridula's. So even the knowledge is there, but the presentation style is different. Then it's a personalized application. Personalized application means each person will put their own ways, own things. Like how I said, while say suppose singing also. Now compare two singers. Can both the singers sing the same? Even if they sing the same song, is it going to be exactly same? No. One singer might put high pitches and high notes and high voice of tone. Another ones might be low pitch, low tone, low sound, low music. So there is going to be a different, because everyone is personalizing it. Right? If I and Sayukta are asked to make a chocolate cake, my chocolate cake is going to be different than Sayukta's chocolate cake. It is not possible it will be exactly the same. Something or the other is going to remain different, because I am going to put my personalized things on that cake, and Sayukta will put her personalized objectives on the cake. So likewise, art is a personalized application. So use of basic knowledge varies from individual to individual. Art therefore is a very personalized concept. For example, two dancers, two speakers, two actors, two writers will always differ in demonstrating their act. So as I said, two dancers. If I and Mridula are dancing, we are in a group dance, group performance, same steps we want to perform. But I being a dancer, there is a possibility that I might put good efforts, my facial expression is good, my flexibility is good, uh, everything, so it can be such like that, as compared to Mridula. So this is what personalized application means. Then it is based on practice and creativity. So art is not something which you will get in one day, overnight. It needs a continuous practice and a creativity. How can I make this particular thing more creative? By how much time I should practice so that it comes out to be really very good. So it needs to be done. So all art is practical. Art involves the creative practice of existing theoretical knowledge. Example, we know that there are 7 basic notes of music. However, what makes the composition of musician unique or different is in his use of this notes in a creative manner that is entirely his own interpretation. So we know that there are only 7 basic notes of music. There cannot be 8 notes or 9 notes or 6 notes for any of the musician or the singer. Those are there mean 7 only. But it completely depends upon singer to singer that how are they going to make use of that notes. One might make the use of notes in a different way, the another might maybe use it in a different way, because it is a artist based on practice and creativity. How much you practice, how much you make yourself more creative, innovative, that much it will come out to be a very good thing. So now we saw the features of art. Let us see how management can be said to be an art, since it's satisfy the following criteria. Now we saw the features of arts. Now we will see the features of management, and we will identify that how many criteria are being satisfied by management to be called as art. First, a successful manager practices the art of management in the day-to-day job of managing an enterprise based on study, observation, and experience. See, this was one of the feature of art. Here, the first one. It can be performed by study, observation, and experience. Art is nothing but it is acquired through study, observation, and experience. Same way, management is also done by doing the study, observation, and experience. So it satisfies the first criteria of arts. Second, a good manager works through a combination of practice, creativity, imagination, initiative, and innovation. So this was what art also does. It says now art is based on practice and creativity. Same way, management is also based on practice, creativity, imagination, and initiative. Manager needs to do all of these things. Lastly, it says a manager applies this acquired knowledge in a personalized and skillful manner in the light of reality in the given situation. So that means every manager will apply its own techniques and its own personalized ways of dealing the problems or day-to-day activities of the organization, and this is what is happening under art also. Art is a personalized application. It keeps on changing from person to person. If there are two managers working in the same position in the different organization, the working style of one manager would be different, the working style of another manager would be definitely different. So art is also, the management is a personalized application. Okay. Now, even if in the same organization, first A was working, he managed some situation in a different way. Then later on, A got replaced by B. Now B is also has gotten the same problem which A had suffered previously, but the handling way of B would be different as compared to A. Of course, fine. So this is how three criteria of arts are matching with management. That is why we can say a little bit that yes, management is a little bit relatable to arts. Fine. Any doubt from today's session? Quickly brushing up, we have covered three topics in today's session: objectives of management, importance of management, management as an art. When we talk about objectives of management, I said there are three objectives of management: social objective, organizational objective, and personal objective. Social, organizational objective, three major objectives of any organization is survival, profit, and growth. Then comes social objective. Social objective of every business can be to supply quality products with reasonable price, protection of environment, employment generation, conducting business in lawful manner, providing basic amenities to the society. Then comes personal objective. Personal objective like financial needs, promotion, training, development, good working condition, peer recognition, so on. Then we started with importance of management, wherein we said that management helps in achieving group goals, management increases efficiency, management creates a dynamic organization, management helps in personal objectives, it helps in development of the society. Five major importance of management we saw. Lastly, we tried to compare the nature of management with the nature of art. So for that, we first of all understood what is art. Then we saw a few features, three features of art, and then we tried to compare those features of art with the management, and then we came to a conclusion that the three basic criteria of art is relatable with the management. Any doubt from the entire session? Anywhere, anything not understood, or you want me to repeat any concept, anything? No? Any doubts? Come on, students, please answer. If there is any doubt, ask me. If there is no doubt, then that also needs to be informed. No doubt, anything. Oh, Gokul says no doubt. So if now from now onwards, if nobody replies, then I'm going to assume that you all have understood everything very thoroughly. And in the next class, I'm going to ask.